right now on 5 on Your Side at 10.
Caught on camera. Another crash involving a St. Louis police cruiser, where 2 officers were headed before they were rushed to the hospital.
A quiet start to Monday, but many areas under either a winter storm watch, like Pike County, winter weather advisory, or winter storm warning. Why we're not involved as a whole in any of those, and what we can expect in terms of rain and snow to start your week.
Plus, a barrage of bullets fired along a busy South St. Louis street.
It's hard to live. It's hard to have your kids out here because it's dangerous.
Tonight, a family recounts walking out of their home and straight into the line of fire. Good evening, I'm Mike Bush. First tonight, our Weather First team is tracking another round of winter weather to start off the work week. Rain, snow, and wind. We could see it all over the next 72 hours. Meteorologist Gary Frank joins us now with the latest on the storm's track and timing.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. We'll start off tomorrow morning dry, and that's the first and foremost thing I want to let you know. If you stayed up after the game and you want to know what's going on, we're going to start off dry tomorrow, but it's this storm that enters the frame and how it's going to impact us. Right now, dry at the airport. You'll look off to the southwest. It doesn't look like all that much. We're starting to see snow set up in Omaha and central Nebraska. That's where the brunt of the snow is, but we're one of the few spots that's not involved in some sort of advisory or warning. I really don't expect that we will be. Maybe a couple of more counties will be added tomorrow, but we will be seeing impacts. Temperatures still holding steady. They're at 34. We're getting close to the freezing mark. We'll continue to drop down, and overnight, like I said, it's quiet. However, it's the next few days. As we start off dry, tomorrow night will not finish that way. Rain and snow mix with temps above freezing. A few showers with dry air on Tuesday, and then rain changes to snow Tuesday into Wednesday. There are 2 periods of time over that I want to show you that I think are most impactful for our drive, regardless of advisories, watches, or warnings. We'll also talk about how high the wind gets, how cold the temperatures get, and how much snow you're going to get in your area.
And remember, you can get the latest Weather First forecast anytime. Just text the word weather to 314-425-5355 and we'll send it to your phone. Developing tonight, 2 St. Louis police officers were taken to the hospital after a crash right outside department headquarters in City Park. In surveillance video obtained by 5 on Your Side, you can see an SLMPD cruiser with its lights on colliding with another car at the intersection of Olive and 20th. The force of that crash caused the police SUV to flip several times and slide several feet down the road on its roof. We're told 2 officers in the car were responding to a call for aid on Euclid in the Central West End. We later saw several St. Louis police cars outside Barnes Hospital where those officers were taken for treatment. They have since been treated and released, and we're still waiting to hear if there was anyone injured in the other car. This is just the latest in a series of crashes involving SLMPD cruisers in the past few weeks. Last month, a department vehicle overturned after blowing a stop sign and colliding with another on Sarah Street in North City. And less than a week later, an officer crashed into Bar PM on South Broadway. Tonight, St. Louis police are investigating after dozens of shots were fired in broad daylight near Lafayette Square. Luckily, no one was hurt. Several shell casings were found along Park Avenue near Truman Parkway. 5 on Your Side's Annie Krall spoke to one family who walked out their mother's front door and almost into the line of fire.
That's people's lives. That's not funny. Because what if it happened to you?
After a seemingly random shooting, St. Louis Metro Police blocking off traffic near Lafayette Square and picking up dozens of shell casings around 2:45 p.m. It was here at this intersection of Park Avenue and Dillon Street where I spoke with a woman whose mother lives in one of these apartments. In fact, it was her little brother who was shot at on Sunday. They said there were about 26 gun casings just on Park Avenue in this area alone.
He got in the car. He said that a white car came and they already was like shooting at the car. They had shot through the back camera of the car. So once they got here, they was shooting. They pulled off and they went to the Salama's corner store down there. And somebody got out on foot and was still shooting at them at that time. But it was other people getting shot at as well.
Anya Reed's brother is only 16 years old, walking to meet his other sister in her car at about 1:50 with a baby in the back seat. Gunfire continued in front of him, damaging his sister's car, but thankfully not injuring anyone. St. Louis police report shots at a home at 1500 Park Avenue, near the Missouri School of Dentistry and Oral Health. You can still see the bullet holes in people's doors across the street. Reed was on her way to doing laundry and bringing her 3 kids to see their grandmother. listening to her mom on the other end of the phone, scared from the gunshots she heard outside her window. She's left with more questions than answers.
That's the thing. Like, it's like, why would you wake up and choose to do something like that to people? Like, why? What do you get out of that?
Reporting in St. Louis, Annie Krall, 5 on your side.
And we are still waiting to hear back from police about any information into the investigation on who fired those shots. We'll keep you up to date on this story on air and online at KSDK.com. Right now, St. Louis police are investigating 2 deadly shootings in North City. The first happened yesterday afternoon on Page near Belt Avenue. Investigators say officers found 27-year-old Michael Rice near a sidewalk with a gunshot wound to his stomach. He was pronounced dead at the scene. And tonight, St. Louis police had a shooting that happened on Dickman Park Road. That's in the Baden neighborhood. They say the shooting happened around 11:40 last night. 21-year-old Donnell Witherspoon was found dead near a parking lot. Anyone with any information on either of these shootings is asked to call Crime Stoppers. That anonymous tip line is at 866-371-TIPS.
I just keep replaying in my head. I'm saying, Mom, help me.
Tonight, a grieving mother is trying to raise money to bury her 17-year-old shot and killed on New Year's Day in Alton. She wants to bury Jaden Dahl in California, where he lived before moving to the Metro East. She talked tonight with 5 on Your Side's Laura Barcheski.
A memorial for 17-year-old Jaden Dahl takes up most of the sidewalk outside their Alton home, where he was shot and killed on New Year's Day.
It was 8:32 when I got the call to come home. I literally work about 2 minutes away from here. I came running home. When I got here, my baby was on the floor and he was screaming, "Help me, Mom, help me. Help me, Mom, help me." I was screaming for help.
He was flown to a St. Louis hospital where he died. Alton Police and Illinois State Police are investigating and believe Jaden knew the people who were there at the time of the shooting. Jaden's mom, Brianna, says she has no idea why someone would do this.
My son was respectful. He loved us.
She says Jaden was in high school and loved sports. He was a great basketball, soccer, and football player with big dreams.
My baby always wanted to go to the NFL. If you knew my son and you know his sports ability, he was capable.
What she wants more than anything is to lay her son to rest in California, where they're originally from, and then she can focus on getting justice.
I just want my baby to be put where he wanted to be.
Her friends and family are trying to help her do that with a series of fundraisers online for funeral costs and transporting him to California.
I don't feel any parent burying your child. I don't feel any parent should have to go through that. You know, our children are supposed to bury us.
And now, Brianna and her loved ones have a message for the community.
Just put the guns down, please. They don't make you look cute. They can end someone's life in their own home.
Reporting in Alton, Laura Barcheski, 5 on Your Side.
If you have any information about what happened, you're asked to call Alton or Illinois State Police. If you'd like to help Jaden's family, you can look for the story in the As Seen on TV section of KSDK.com. Funeral arrangements have been made for a Lincoln County teen killed on New Year's Eve. 16-year-old Matthew Robinson was shot during a domestic disturbance. 5 people were in the home at the time, but so far police have not made any arrests. Robinson's visitation will be held next Saturday from 11 to 1 at the McCoy Blossom Funeral Home and Crematory in Troy. A memorial service will be held right after.
Business is booming in one North County community. The reason a popular barbecue joint isn't the only thing cooking in Florissant. Cuts of Kindness.
I love what I do. I make people happy. I make people pretty.
The hairstylist making a difference for cancer patients, and the very personal reason behind her mission.
Another thing we haven't talked about quite as much as this storm enters Monday, Tuesday, and early Wednesday is the wind. Gusts over 30 miles an hour are possible. How long that continues and how it's going to make visibility an issue over the next couple of days.